The NBA season has come down to this. This is it for all the marbles. Game 7 of the NBA Finals. We are at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the LA Lakers taking on the Boston Celtics. Along with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Lakers coming in. They know it's at stake. This is it. One game to decide the NBA Finals.
Well, here we are. This is what you dream about. A Game 7, a one-game series for the NBA championship. This has been one heck of a thrilling ride so far. I'm just so grateful to be here courtside to watch this happen in front of my own eyes. This has really been a dream come true.
To Horford. Nice pass to get things going.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
James to Russell. Here comes the screen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Horford. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. LBJ. To Russell. Probing the defense. Al Horford.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Jaylen Brown. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
James to Russell. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up. D'Angelo Russell, couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Marcus Smart. Horford. His first effort off the mark. Russell with it up top. They trail by 1. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Oh, had him going there for a second. With a drop step. The jumper's off the mark. LeBron into the front court. Down by 1. LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
LeBron James with the rock. To Davis. Probing the defense. And scores.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To Marcus Smart. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Russell. Here's LeBron for two. LeBron James. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Marcus Smart. Around the perimeter. For 3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Russell into the front court. His team up by 1. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Marcus Smart. Horford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jaylen Brown at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. LeBron with it up top. All tied up, 13 apiece. LeBron James. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Has a look. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Horford. Not that time.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Jaylen Brown. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lakers ball. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Griffin. To Marcus Smart. Griffin. The shot almost. Here's Schroeder with it. Leads just a point. To James. Driving right to the basket. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
LBJ has it. Easy path to the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Here comes the screen. To Griffin. From long range. Marcus Smart. He's going to get 3 shots here. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one, count it. Second of 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. LeBron into the front court. Shot clock off as they look to break the tie. The drive, right to the basket. Knocks it down from mid-range. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter down in this deciding game set. 1 quarter in the books, and Jay, naturally, both coaches wanted to get more stops, but boy, was that fun to watch.
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guys.
James. And Boston has the rebound. To Marcus Smart. Down low for Griffin. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Schroeder with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
We gonna see a team take the lead here?
To Marcus Smart. It goes down. And they pounce. Los Angeles, they have it. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
James into the front court, trailing by 4. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Marcus Smart. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
With a drop step. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now the Lakers gonna use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for two.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Celtics have it. To Brogdon. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Across the timeline comes James. Down 6. Here comes the screen. James to Davis. Throws it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
To Brogdon. He gets it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Lakers at the controls right now. Driving right to the basket. And counted at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Derek White against Schroeder. Screen coming. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. To James. Davis. The drive, right to the basket. Layup goes down. Well done.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Anthony Davis pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
To James. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Jaylen Brown. Takes stock of the floor. Knocked loose. Anthony Davis swats it. Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
To James. With a drop step. D'Angelo Russell. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First try, no good. Missed the second, 0 for 2. Oh, he had him there for a second. Tatum's shot no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
To Horford. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Al Horford trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Los Angeles has the basketball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Screen coming. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
LeBron into the front court. Down 3. Here comes the screen. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Another follow, stays out. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He's now 4 for 6.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Has a chance, just off the mark. LeBron James sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. New blood coming in for both sides. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Jason Tatum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Tatum's good on the free throw. It's a three-point play as Boston adds to the lead. No, I missed a short one there. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got the Celtics have themselves a narrow lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. The Lakers aren't down by much after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The NBA season is long, and these days, starters take rest days. And that's why it's so important to have bench players that can be productive like we're seeing here today. And
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. To Marcus Smart. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
LeBron with it up top. His guys down by 9. Short jumper won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. And scores. Strong take.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lakers ball. James to Davis. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
And the Lakers have the rebound. Russell with it up top. His team down 9. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session, watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Russell into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Celtics have it. Sizing up the defense. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Deep left corner. Deep 2 there, won't go. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
And a chance coming up at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First one goes down. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Shot, bro.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Davis. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Anthony Davis, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Beyond the arc for 3. Brown with the 3 with a hand in his face.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Russell with it up top. 9-point margin. Short jumper won't fall.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Russell into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Davis. From the painted area, won't go down. Anthony Davis looking good. 4 for 5.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Jaylen Brown. Horford. To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a look. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Lakers at the controls right now. And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at 3.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on the 3-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. To Jaylen Brown. Horford. To Marcus Smart. Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Al Horford has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Los Angeles has the basketball. Russell to Davis. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. To Horford. Oh, he had him there for a second. He connects off the step back.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Russell with it up top. Right now, down 7. To Davis. Russell, too good to leave that wide open. D'Angelo Russell hits.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
To Marcus Smart. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Lakers ball.
Here we go.
Russell to Anthony. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Davis. Jaylen Brown with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And a nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Russell into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. So it stays with the LA Lakers. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Anthony. Short jumper misses. To Jaylen Brown. To Marcus Smart. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Shot from the lane won't go. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Off the assist.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
To Davis. Finish that.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Jaylen Brown, huge block. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Dennis Schroeder at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 82%. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Boston with the basketball. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Brogdon to Marcus Smart. Gets a shot up off the mark. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Here comes the screen. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
LeBron into the front court. Margins 8. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Anthony to James. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The Celtics have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
To Brogdon. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
And draws the foul.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let him play, ref.
Dennis Schroeder, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. To Brogdon. And count the basket.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
James into the front court. The deficit is 6. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He struggled so far. And he can't convert the free throw. To Marcus Smart. It was right there. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Los Angeles, they have it. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Tatum cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Tatum's good on the free throw. It's a 3-point play as Boston adds to the lead. It's James controlling the offense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. You give him that much time, he's going to make you pay. LeBron James with the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Has a chance. Shot by Tatum won't go. Has a look. Beasley's shot won't go. To Horford. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Davis. Whoa! What a finish!
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
He can't get past the defender. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
LBJ with it to Davis. Oh, defender pulling the chair. Curling inside. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
James to Russell. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
Tatum. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. James. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Surveys the floor. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Across the timeline comes James. His guys trail now by 4. To Marcus Smart. Knocked loose. Down to 5 on the 24. Able to convert inside.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Smart. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Count the basket inside.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Horford. Fires the three. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. And count the basket inside.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Celtics have it. Probing the defense. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
From the painted area, stuffs it down with authority.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Has a chance. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. LeBron with it up top. His guy's down three. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Here comes the screen. Count the basket at the rim.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Runner's good there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Two huge free throws in a one-point game. Intentional foul's going to make him earn it at the line.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. 20-footer at the buzzer. It's a victory here for the Celtics. They've won their 18th NBA title, the most of any franchise, and their first since 2008. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the Celtics have earned the ultimate prize, an NBA championship. They faced adversity this season, but they didn't let it prevent them from achieving their dream. This was a series that will be hard to forget. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Lakers are experiencing the kind of disappointment that can't be shared by anyone but a teammate. It's pretty quiet in their locker room right now. I can only imagine how tough it must be. Check out the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game Drive. goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That's another postseason in the books, and I'm already